Hello there. Now there's no way around it, I'm going to look funny, so I'm going to have to just accept that. But here I am inside of my Mountain Laurel Designs Serenity bug shelter, and above that is my Zpacks 6x9 Cuban fiber flat tarp. And I set it up, and I wrote down how long it took me to set up both of these different parts of the shelter. First I set up the tarp, and in the field, of course, you'd set that up first, especially if it's raining. You want to get that up first, get the gear inside, and then kind of, take your time, work out the rest of your camp, then set up the shelter, the inner shelter later. But anyway, it took me 4 minutes and 50 seconds to set up the tarp. And then the internet took me an additional 3 minutes and 45 seconds, I believe. So it's really not that long to set up both of these. You're looking at under 10 minutes. Now, full disclosure, I readily admit I did take like an extra 30 seconds after I set up both to go around and fix up the guy lines and kind of make it a little more, a nicer pitch. But anyway, I'm starting inside so you can see what it's like inside. Then I'll move outside and show you what it looks like from the outside. If you want, of course, more information on the weights, on like lots of my personal thoughts on this shelter and 3 more that I reviewed in a quadruple review of my 4 shelters that I use for ultralight backpacking, check out my blog. I'll put a link below and you can check out. There'll be more videos, more content there coming up. But anyway, as you can see, sitting up in here is a bit tight, but as I mentioned on my blog, I'm happy to sacrifice headroom for length. I think that's, for me, a little bit more important. But it's not bad. I can still sit up in here and do what I need to do up front. Just for the record, I'm 6 foot tall or so, and this is a fairly tight pitch, but yeah, up here, I have to lean in a little bit to be able to sit up, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. But let's check out the length. Let me flip the camera. So here I'm sitting, you see the end of the tent there, but let me lay down so that my head is all the way down. Okay, so my feet are not even touching the ends there, and my head is, I can put my head down on the ground, and it does not touch the door. In fact, I have about a hand width of space before the front door. So lots of room inside, good width too. There's a little pocket there, and as you can see, the end there is full silicone nylon end, and if you look at the front here, it is like a half door type situation going on, which is cool. There's 2 zippers, and to make it fully enclosed, there's a little flap on the outside to keep everything out. Let's go outside and check it out from the outside. Oh, and of course, here you can, if you want to, unroll the door or roll up the door and tie it up there. So here we go, and this cord comes with, this is the cord that came with my shelter. And I have to say too, the color, I dig on the color. It's a nice stealth tan color. So with the gray, the stone gray Cuban, and the tan, like very, muted tan, this is good for stealth camping. All right, there we go. Easy to open. And let me get out of here. I'll put my shoes on, and you can see what it looks like from outside. Bear with me as I fumble around here getting my shoes back on. Okay, now I just have it set up with like a rake here and between my tree. But let's take a look here on the inside. There it is on the inside. There's even room. Like I said on my blog post, you could crawl around, and have room. And that's true. It's tight, but you could move around, store gear, etc. there. There's some space here from the front. I don't know if you see that, about like a hand width, or a little more actually, of extra protection from the tarp. But of course you can put a front door here with like a rain poncho, rain pants, or whatever. Alright, so it's 4 stakes on the in that tent, it's, you know, two in the front, two in the back. There is an extra guide line on each side. I could if I wanted to stake it out, but I'm never going to do that. I'm fine with just the 4 stakes. And then on each side here I have 3 stakes. Whoops. I have 3 stakes on each side of the Cuban tarp. And then I just have it rigged up with some cord and some mini carabiners on each end. So that's it. Short and sweet. This is my newest ultralight shelter setup. Zpacks flat tarp and Mountain Laurel Designs Serenity bug net. I have all the weights and comparisons on my blog, so check that out. Hope this was helpful. I know at least with the Serenity bug shelter there was not that much, there weren't that many videos out there on it, so hopefully this will help out so you can see what it's like inside. Oh, and I guess one last thing I should say for the record, I mentioned this on my blog, but just in case you want to know right away, I am about 6 foot tall, or 183 centimeters, and I weigh roughly 83 kilos or so, around 180, 185 pounds. That helps you kind of put things in perspective with my size. But yeah, so there it is. I'm very happy with this setup, and I will be looking forward to getting good use out of this, hopefully for years to come. Alright, check out future videos on the next 3 shelters in my gear closet for backpacking. Thanks for watching. Bye.